what did Eve do in the Garden of Eden? Which was it Eve that ate the fruit?
Yeah.
As a pure curiosity.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it makes sense actually, because that it's Eve. That's very well done, because the feminine is associated with chaos, and chaos is obviously what new things arise from, but it's also where a lot of bloody problems arise from. And the dragon of chaos is a archetypal, mythological creature, and it's associated with the feminine because it's sort of, it's, what would you say, it's the anthropomorphization, or whatever the word is, of chaos. A dragon is like the epitomization, and I think, and apparently the reason the dragon is the epitomization of like fear is because it embodies and symbolizes all three of our evolutionary sort of enemies, predators. So wings, because we used to get taken out by birds of prey. It's sort of it's reptilian, because snakes were bloody used to kill loads of us. And then finally, a lot of spiders. Oh my god, the spider's gone. Okay,
no.
A lot of dragons have 4 legs.
This one has 8.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, exactly.
He's double the chaos.
What a that is a quick joke. I like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's fine. Shall we change topic and talk about fitness and bodybuilding? I think we've given God his 5 minutes of fame, you know, because obviously he needs it, doesn't he? And Jesus, not very well known nowadays. Why fitness? Why bodybuilding? What has bodybuilding taught you? Where did it come from? What intrigued you about it?
Yeah, so it wasn't until I'll start off before I started lifting weights. So it was like when I was like 12 years old. I think I was like in 6th grade. And we were in the locker room, obviously, like, you know, all the guys, they're like showing off, like, and I had, you know, done a little bit of working out. I always had pretty good genetics. I mean, I was skinny, but I was athletic.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know, showing off my biceps, whatever. And I still haven't told my friend this story. I still talk to him to this day, but one day I will tell him this story. But he was like,
what podcast is going to find?
He was like, you know, he had a 6-pack at the time, and he was like, oh yeah, I'm the reason I get, you know, the 6-pack's the reason I get all the girls, because I got abs and you don't. And so that right there, for whatever reason, it lit a fire on me. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to get the best 6-pack anybody's ever had.
Yeah.
So like, I literally went home that day. I started doing like a routine where I was going to do 100 crunches, ab crunches a day. And I literally did that. I just started doing that. And then eventually, I started getting into researching. Well, actually, my dad was a powerlifter. He was a boxer. So he kind of, you know, taught me, you know, the right foods to eat and all that. So I started eating, you know, healthy. And I was a junk food junkie, man. Like, you ask anybody who knew me as a kid, like, I was eating, there was not one unprocessed food I wasn't eating. I was eating everything, man. Yeah. But so it was very difficult because I was addicted to that, you know, that processed food. And so that's how I got the whole theory of replace one meal in your day. And then you do that for a little bit, and then you replace 2 and then 3. And then eventually, you know, it's a habit for you. You just eat healthy and you don't even think about it. So I started doing that. And then as I progressed more, I started doing more calisthenics. I was doing like a lot of push-ups, but like still very focused on like abs. And then I started to see crazy results. Like I have a picture. I'm going to do a transformation video soon, very, very soon. Once I hit 200,000 followers, I'm going to do a transformation video. I got to do a lot of digging for photos. But yeah, that's going to be awesome. But wow. You'll see when I'm at age 15, I was shredded at age. I didn't even remember it, but I literally saw a picture of myself. I was like, damn, I was
How old are you?
Like It's 24 right now.
Okay, yeah, so same here. Same.
Yeah, yeah. But at 15, I was like, damn, I couldn't believe that. I thought I was like fat or something back then. But I had chest striations, had like full 6-pack, veins everywhere. I was like, damn. But then once I hit 17, that was right around where I was getting pretty burnout with baseball, and I thought to myself, I was like, I'm very disciplined now with eating, and I'm very disciplined with working out. So why don't I just go all in on that? And I've seen bodybuilders, through YouTube, where it was like Colin Von Moger. At the time, it was Colin Von Moger, Jeff Side. Who else was big back then? Ziz. I tried the Rich Piana. So like all those guys were like, I looked up to. So I was like, man, if I could get like that would be pretty cool. So I started working out with my dad. We joined the local gym, and we started working out. And at that time, I only worked out in the off season of baseball. So when baseball season came around, I stopped working out. But then it was my senior year. I was like, no. I'm like going to be totally committed to this. I want to make this a career. And so I just started doing that. And we were going, I think, 4 to 5 days a week, lifting weights, and just eating really good food. And I just loved the whole lifestyle of it. Like just eat, sleep, train. I just loved the whole discipline, the whole lifestyle. And then the other thing that motivated me more was, to become a professional bodybuilder, where I could go to expos, I could, motivate, inspire people, start up social media, travel the world. That's what really intrigued me too. And doing that, like doing something I love, and I get to travel the world and inspire people. Like, who wouldn't want that, right? So, yeah. So then I did my first show at age, I think I was 18. Yeah, because I was 18, and I got, I won my novice class, and then I came in second overall. So I was one place away from getting a pro card, in a natural league. And then I did 2 more shows after that. I got second place again, and then I competed last year. I did 2 shows last year. I got top 4. So now I'm just taking this whole year and then possibly next year to grow. I gotta gain a lot of muscle. I gotta gain at minimum 30-40 pounds of muscle in order to be competitive on stage. So all this stuff takes time, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get it. So yeah, I'm really just falling in love with the whole journey, the whole process of it. And I really think that I can make a career out of it. And yeah, I just love the whole lifestyle. There's nothing better to me.
No, I agree. You've sold it very well. It's not a reality for me, but to other people, I mean, I was thinking, what age do bodybuilders like? Because you said you were 18, but you're not. People at 18-year-olds, that's not their peak in terms of muscle load, is it? Is it like in your 30s or something almost?
Yeah, it's your mid to late 30s is your
I was going to say. So that's so good. Yeah. You've got so much time to just work at it and do whatever it is that you need to do, and then yes, we've already pointed out, you can do this because you could definitely make a living, because now more than ever, young men there's something about being very muscular as a man that garners you more respect. I think I'm starting to notice it. If you can break the sort of meathead brute stereotype, then you stumble on a gold mine there. There's a big YouTuber called Chris Williams, and he's a podcast. I don't know if you've heard of him in the UK.
I haven't. Yeah, I'll check it out though.
Yeah, he's good. Modern Wisdom. He's a bit like this, but he's more sort of intellectual, speaking about I don't know. What would you describe? I mean, yeah, modern wisdom is a good way of putting it. To be fair, he got exactly. He got the name right. He speaks to all the sort of the current people. But anyway, he's really muscular, and it's a bit like Alex Hormozy. There's these. I'm sure you know who Alex Hormozy is. There's something about
I think, does he work with Alex? Like,
yeah,
maybe I have seen.
He's got a buzz cut.
Oh. Yeah, I do know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah, no, he is good. Yeah, he's good. He's a good guy, and yeah, there's just something about being muscular, and I think it comes into I don't know what do you think? That's a bad question, actually. That's a stupid question.
I got what you're saying. No, it's the physical manifestation of your mental discipline.
That's it.
And you're literally showing what your thoughts. That's really what you're showing. You're showing like what you thought, and when you think of it that deep, it's pretty cool, because you literally had to think about this, right, and put yourself mentally to go to the gym, to eat the right foods, to lift the weights, to go to bed at the right time, and all that thought process, that whole mental engagement, it shows physically, and you get to represent it just walking around. I mean, what bigger flex is that?
No, exactly. It is like being muscular. I was watching a video, and this like woman was saying that being muscular is like more impressive than it's harder to be muscular than it is to make money, almost. And you're right, it isn't just women. Don't just find it women. I can't say that word. It's a bit of a problem. Don't just find it attractive because it looks good, but they find it attractive, or anyone finds it attractive, whatever, for literally what you just laid out, because it's a sign, it's a marker of discipline and ability to, in the same way that a university degree. I mean, university degrees are basically only meaningful now because they show that you, I heard this somewhere else, I'm not attributing it to me, but it shows that you can turn up to a class, do some tests for 3 years for us in the UK. It's 4 years for you lot, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that's kind of, it's you literally articulated it perfectly there. Physical manifestation of discipline and devotion as well. You have to devote yourself to, you've got to be all in, otherwise it's not going to work. So well done. Well done. Yeah, but no, it's good.
Yeah, and for people